jumped on me that particular day, gave me a bloody nose and everything. You know, I was a little, it shook me up because I was a professional with 7, 8 fights. And I was saying to myself, oh my God, how can I let this amateur come in the gym and do this to me? So I got very angry that night. I went home and thought about it. And the very next day, I came in the gym with a different attitude towards him. I went into the ring and I busted him up.
That was Carl Williams, the man who bullied Mike Tyson when they were younger and dared to confront him again when he became famous. But this was his punishment when they met in the ring. In this video, we will look at the times Mike Tyson responded to people who underestimated him and dared to abuse him with his iron fist. But before that, let's briefly look at how the Iron Mike Tyson came to be. Mike Tyson's journey to becoming one of the most feared boxers in history began long before he stepped into the professional ring. Born on June 30th, 1966, in Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York, Tyson grew up in a neighborhood plagued by crime and poverty. His early life was marked by violence, instability, and frequent run-ins with the law.
Everything was so hostile. There was never a subtle moment there. It was always hostile. Cops always stopping. You know what I mean? Ambulance always coming to pick up somebody. Guns always going off. People are getting stabbed. Windows are being broken. Very, very hostile.
Tyson's father abandoned the family when he was just 2 years old, leaving his mother, Lorna Tyson, to raise him and his siblings under challenging circumstances. By the age of 13, Tyson had been arrested numerous times for petty crimes and was sent to a juvenile detention center. It was here that his life began to change. Bobby Stewart, a juvenile detention center counselor and former boxer, noticed Tyson's raw talent and introduced him to the sport. Recognizing his potential, Stewart connected Tyson with legendary trainer Cus D'Amato. D'Amato took Tyson under his wing, providing him not only with rigorous training but also with a sense of stability and purpose. D'Amato's influence on Tyson was profound. He instilled in him the principles of discipline, focus, and the peekaboo boxing style that would become Tyson's trademark. Tyson found inspiration in boxing legends like Muhammad Ali and Jack Dempsey.
Cus had an extensive films at the house of the old fighters, Dempsey, Armstrong, Robinson, and Tyson used to watch them all the time.
Henry Armstrong's style here is typical of him. Head down on the chest of his opponent.
That's it. There you go. Now you got, again. Who's the last guy to stop? Time. Very good. That's what I mean.
I want to do something that no fighter ever done.
Developing a fierce fighting style characterized by relentless aggression and devastating power. Under D'Amato's mentorship, Tyson's early years in the sport were characterized by rigorous training and rapid development, setting the stage for his explosive entrance into professional boxing. Tyson's amateur career quickly gained momentum, with his raw power and speed setting him apart from his peers. He amassed an impressive record in the amateur ranks, showcasing his knockout power and aggressive style. In 1981 and 1982, Tyson won gold at the Junior Olympic Games, where he set a record by knocking out an opponent in just 8 seconds. Transitioning to professional boxing in 1985, Tyson's career took off at a meteoric pace. His professional debut on March 6, 1985, against Hector Mercedes ended in a first-round knockout, setting the tone for what would become a legendary career. Tyson's early professional fights were marked by a series of quick knockouts, with 19 of his first 20 victories coming by way of knockout.
He's losing his cool.
It is not necessarily respectable.
And both are backing up his
way, but Mike's got to fire.
One of the key moments in Tyson's early professional career was his fight against Trevor Berbick on November 22, 1986. At just 20 years old, Tyson defeated Berbick in the second round to become the youngest heavyweight champion in history, a record that still stands today.
And that's it. I want to say that there was no way Revolta could win the fight, but I think the official was wrong for stopping it. He had come back from those punches before.
Mike Tyson's career was filled with intense rivalries and dramatic encounters. Known for his unparalleled power and fearsome presence in the ring, Tyson quickly became a boxing legend. But beyond his physical prowess, Tyson was also infamous for his fierce responses to any form of disrespect.
You take into the ring a lot of rage. Does that work for you, or does it work against you at times?
You know, who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
Well, for example, rage against Evander Holyfield worked against you.
Well, it. It's a fight, so whatever happens, happens.
Mike, why do you have to talk like that?
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Have a problem, turn off your station.
You know what? I think we'll end the discussion right now.
Then we could.
You got it. Have a nice fight, Mike.
Off.
From his early days, Tyson encountered boxers who thought they could get under his skin with trash talk and mind games. Some believed that by taunting him, they could disrupt his focus and gain an advantage. However, these provocations often had the opposite effect, fueling Tyson's determination to dominate and humiliate his challengers in the ring.
And as good as I am, I know that I know how good I am. You know, I owe it to myself to go out there and beat Michael Tyson like I am his dad. He's made for me. Tyson, son.
First on our list is Tyrell Biggs, a skilled boxer with an impressive amateur career and a gold medal from the 1984 Olympics.
Biggs taller, Biggs with the reach, Biggs quicker, much faster. The way Biggs fights, quick-footed, quick-handed fighter, very much so. For a heavyweight, excellent left jab.
When Biggs faced Tyson, he attempted to get under Tyson's skin with trash talk, belittling Tyson's fighting style and questioning his skills. Biggs was confident, believing his superior reach and boxing technique would give him an edge over Tyson's brute force.
3 questions that Mike Tyson really has to answer. Can he cope with a clever boxer? Can he survive a heavy puncher? And can he persevere when he's hurt?
See a lot of movement on the part of Tyrell.
Biggs tried to keep his distance and use his jab to fend off Tyson's attacks, but Tyson's relentless pressure quickly wore him down. By the 3rd round, Biggs was already showing signs of fatigue and damage.
Before the punch actually is thrown.
Well, whatever he does, the fact that Tyson has to set up to get that kind of leverage.
As the rounds progressed, it became evident that Biggs was no match for Tyson's intensity. In the 7th round, Tyson delivered a crushing right hand that sent Biggs crashing to the canvas.
Oh, that was a tremendous left hand.
Though Biggs managed to get back on his feet, the referee stopped the fight, declaring Tyson the winner by technical knockout.
Again, and out for the count.
He's down again, it's over. It's all over.
Tyson's victory was not just a win, it was a statement. He had punished Biggs for his trash talk, proving that no amount of provocation could shake his focus and determination. In the aftermath of the fight, Tyson reflected on Biggs's pre-fight comments, emphasizing that he thrived on proving his detractors wrong.
Oh, he's been talking a lot. He's been talking a lot. He's going to be slow, nice for him.
Next on our list of men Tyson has dealt with for trash talking him is Donnie Long.
I'm in good shape. I feel sharp, and I feel I can outbox Tyson. I plan on boxing Tyson, too. I think that I can box as good as he can, and I'll keep him in the middle of the ring, and I can punch if not better than Tyson.
Undefeated Mike Tyson out of Catskill, New York, against always dangerous Donnie Long. He's had 2 impressive fights in 1985, and I'll ask him, going up against Mike Tyson, if indeed he'd be ready.
This will be a win to let everybody know that Donnie Long is back.
Long is 27. Oh, wow.
Donnie Long is back.
Tyson. Oh, Long is down. 2nd time.
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look, but give Tyson credit. That's it.
He collapses, and this one is over as the doctors rush into the ring.
You look at Donnie Long, and he's talking to the doctor. We certainly hope he's okay.
See those punches Mike dealt Donnie in those 3 rounds? Just absolutely beautiful. You should see this commentary on Donnie's rise and fall in boxing.
This man was certain he could easily destroy a young Mike Tyson. His name, Donnie Long, the master of disaster. Donnie was a man of many talents, not just a professional boxer, but also part-time drug dealer. Yet his most extraordinary talent, his cockiness. He was overflowing with confidence.
I can box as good as he can, and if not better than Tyson.
He was seen as a seasoned and experienced boxer who could provide a significant challenge to young Tyson, his first real test. Unfortunately for Donnie, young Tyson wasn't buying any of that, and 30 seconds into the fight, reality set in. From the opening bell, Mike came out aggressively with relentless pressure and devastating power shots. A series of brutal combinations, followed by a powerful left hook, sent Donnie flying to the canvas. Donnie's life was never the same again. He later found God and became a Baptist at his local church.
Well, at least the fight drew him closer to God. Next on our list of fighters who ran their mouth against Tyson and learned their lesson is Mitch Green.
Mike Tyson is a homo in disguise. This is going to be a fight. Tyson, and you know it. You hit me, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. It was for my mama, I'd have shot you, punk.
Before their fight, Mike Tyson and Mitch Green had a history as street fighters in New York City. Both fighters were products of the tough streets of the city, where their reputations as formidable fighters were established long before they met in the boxing ring. Mitch Green was known in the Harlem neighborhood for his street fighting prowess and flamboyant personality. It was claimed that he had about 100 people in the gang where he was the leader. He often boasted about his toughness and had a fearsome reputation in the local boxing community. Green's bold attitude and street fighting background made him a recognizable figure in New York's boxing circles. Maybe it was this that got into his head, but his gang members would not be able to save him from the ring when he faces Iron Mike Tyson.
When Blood Green was a gang leader, they say he had over 100 men in his gang. Right now he needs some of them.
Now, let's see what happened in the fight itself.
And Mike Tyson, traditionally, no robe, no socks. He says it makes him feel like a warrior, makes him feel like a gladiator.
Well, no matter how much money he makes, he'll never squander it on his wardrobe.
Mitch Green, a tough kid from the streets of the Bronx and Harlem. Tyson from the streets of Brooklyn. We're here in the Garden. The old days, that's how they used to settle these neighborhood wars.
Now, Green was actually a worthy fight for Tyson. From the opening bell, Tyson, known for his aggressive and relentless style, went on the offensive. However, Green, understanding Tyson's power, chose to fight smart. Instead of trying to trade punches from a distance, Green kept Tyson close, using clinches and his physical strength to neutralize Tyson's explosive combinations.
Tyson is so much physically stronger than Mitch Green, and he's using it to his advantage. Mitch Green is doing the wrong thing. He's fighting Mike Tyson's fight, trying to fight him inside, trying to exchange punch for punch. He can't do that. Tyson's far too strong for Mitch Green to fight that way. Mitch Green needs to get outside, work his jab, and attempt to outmaneuver Michael Tyson.
That's exactly what Green's corner. Green has been bleeding from inside the mouth, and I can't help but wonder if maybe he might not have suffered.
As the rounds progressed, it became clear that Green's strategy was working to a degree. He was able to survive Tyson's onslaught, something few of Tyson's opponents had managed to do up to that point. For only the second time in his professional career, Tyson was taking the full 10 rounds without securing a knockout. The judges scored the fight unanimously in favor of Tyson.
You know, in the eyes of this judge, you can't get points for holding, for taking a good shot on the jaw, and that's basically what Mitchell Green did. He held. Louis Rivera took one round away, warned him 100 times, but Green held and held and held. The closest I thought Green got was the 10th round, but even that, Tyson won.
We still call it a big loss for Mitch, though, because despite all the mouth he made before the match, he couldn't deliver. However, the fight didn't end in the ring. About 2 years later, Green confronted Tyson and engaged him in a fight outside a Harlem clothing store. The encounter ended with Tyson reportedly breaking his hand while Green almost lost his life for it. And that was when Iron Mike taught Green his lesson.
All of a sudden, everybody stopped laughing. I turned around, Mitch Green's in this motherfucker. These guys all scared. So anyway, that's when I just started punching him. I dropped him a couple of times, but he was high on angel dust, so he kept getting up. Right? Just like Friday the 13th, the fucking Michael Myers, that guy. I'm in the car. He rushes to my car. He breaks in my Rolls Royce. He breaks the side mirror. He breaks it off, right? So I went out the car. I said, "Excuse me, 1 minute." I got out the car and I hit Mitch, and Mitch went down. And he bent over and I grabbed his head. I hit him, boom, one time. His head hit the floor and hit the concrete. boom! And I got scared because he didn't move anymore when his head hit the concrete. And that's when I ran. I ran and got my car.
Fuck, Mike.
Out of here. I thought I killed him. I was so scared. I was so happy the next day in the paper they showed him up with his eye. Yeah, I was so happy. I know he wasn't dead.
And finally, there was when Tyson beat Larry Holmes as revenge for Muhammad Ali.
Larry Holmes had the best jab in boxing history, and Mike made getting around it look easy.
Well, Larry didn't verbally troll Tyson before the fight, but he did when he gave Ali the beating of his life years before.
Larry Holmes. We go to Albany, New York. We live in Catskill. We go 30 miles north to Albany, New York, and we watch it on pay-per-view. After the fight, we got in the car. No one talked. So we drove 30 miles back to Catskill. We all opened the door. We all went to our rooms. We never talked. The next morning, Cuss is on the phone with Muhammad Ali. Cuss is calling Larry Holmes so many bad. How do you let that bum hit on you, Chad Ali? How do you the bum? Why you let that bum beat on you? Cuss, he's almost getting sensitive, emotional. Why is the bum almost crying? He's a bum. Why you let him hit you? Why you let him beat her? So I talked to Ali on the phone. Said, when I get big, I'm gonna get him for you. I'm gonna revenge you. I'm gonna restore your honor.
And yes, he did restore that honor. By round 4, Tyson landed a straight right that made his words come true.
Larry's down again! Down he goes!
Bear in mind, that was the only knockout of Larry Holmes' career. And that was how Tyson clashed with a giant and punished him again for going out of his boundaries. Now, onto an important section. Do you know your sports? Who was the first professional boxer to take Mike Tyson the full 10 rounds without getting knocked out? Which legendary trainer played a pivotal role in shaping Mike Tyson's early career and boxing style? Whose ear did Mike Tyson famously bite, leading to his disqualification? Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more boxing stories and legends.
You know what I mean? There's no fighter like me. I was reading today there was some fighters in the papers quoting, I don't like Mike Tyson because he's too cocky and he's arrogant. But for all the fighters that said that, you know what I mean, I let them know there's no fighter like me and I can beat any man in the world.